Today is the start of a new week, and I decided to follow a trend that I've been seeing where people put their tasks that they need to do on a spinning roulette wheel to see what task it picked for them. I thought it'd be kind of fun. I'm doing it with all of my 1 hour tasks that I think I can get done in an hour, while things like taking a lunch break or my girls go down for a nap. So right now my girls just put down for a nap. So I am going to spin the wheel and see what we are going to do for the next hour. Crochet Christmas tree. So I have to crochet 6 of them, so they are on the wheel a few times. So let's get started on that. I was able to make one Christmas tree silverware holder. It's supposed to be like a serving kind of thing for my grandmother-in-law. It's not perfect. The tutorial was a little bit harder to follow than I anticipated, and there was a lot of loose ends to tie in, and that took me forever. So it actually ended up taking me roughly 2.5 to 3 hours instead of 1 hour. So I ended up having to do some of it after the girls woke up from their nap. So I might try to avoid these in the 1 hour spins, but I can always get just like the back panel done and go from there. But that is what I was able to do during my 1 hour time period today. We'll see what I can do tomorrow. Okay, well, to be honest, I did cheat a little bit and I did spin the wheel prior to starting to record just because I only have a certain amount of time during my lunch break today, so I wanted to make sure it was a task that I could actually do. And it ended up being the designing the renovation of the dollhouse that I'm going to give to my daughters for Christmas. So I am going to pull out my iPad and we are going to look at things that I want to change. I know I want to keep some of the floor designs, like this one's fine, it's the wood one's fine, this one's wood fine. I do want to keep the kitchen one too. It's a fun green tile that I actually like. But now I gotta figure out what I want to do with the rest of the rooms and the walls and which ones I want to change. I am going to be changing the outside of the house too. I'm just not sure to what yet. I don't know how extra I want to be because I really have like 1 week next week to get this done. So I kind of have to be strategic in what I can and can't do. And then I have to worry about the furniture to place in the dollhouse to go with the dolls that they're going to get for Christmas. We are not going to judge my quick 15-minute drawing, but this is my rendition of all the things that I want to change in the dollhouse. We are changing some floors and the stairs and some of the wall decorations in order to modernize this house just a little bit compared to what it is right now. I am also planning on changing the outside, but we are going to talk about that later. So this is what I had decided on in all of 15 minutes. That way I could create my shopping list for the supplies. Alright, now our dollhouse is designed. I just need to make a supply list of things that I need to go and grab, and I will do that later this week, I think. So we are off to a great start with this project, and I will get back to you later today with another task roulette wheel spin. Earlier during a break at work, I spun the wheel again and I got order the haul hooks. I thought at first I wanted metal hooks because I want ones that have my daughter's initials on them for their book bags. So I thought I wanted metal at first, and I did find some cute ones on Etsy, but then I had a random thought to look for like ceramic hooks that had their initials, and I realized that I could make some with dry clay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I saw some cute ones I'm going to put up the inspiration for that I really liked, and I think I'm going to go with that. I think that'll be really cute and whimsical and cute in the closet, even though nobody will see it but them and us. But and it'll be free because I already have the supplies. So I think I'm going to go with that option, adding one more craft onto my to-do list. But that'll be for another week. And then I am going to spin the wheel again for tonight's activity. Spin. And we got crochet a Christmas tree. Yay, another one. So I did one of these yesterday, and now we have to make another one. This took 3 hours though, so hopefully without sewing in all the ends this time, it might be roughly an hour and a half. So maybe because I know the pattern a little bit better, I can do this a little bit faster today, and then we'll see what I get done tomorrow. So last night for my roulette challenge, I completed one more Christmas tree silverware holder. I do have to cut off all the ends and tie them in because this took me 2 hours just to get the frame done. So this is not really a 1 hour task for sure. Even with this would take me another like 30 minutes to an hour to tie in all these ends. So I'm going to save that for the end of the week. But now I know going forward for sure I need at least 2 hours to complete the Christmas tree. So maybe splitting them up or doing something like that. We will see what I'll need to do. I am kind of getting annoyed because this side is round and this side is pointed. So I'm going to try and figure that out between this next one and this one. It does round out when I combine the two down below just because they are combined. But at the top it's still pointed on the one side. So I need to figure out what's going on there. This pattern, like I said, is kind of hard to follow and there's no real video to watch. So I am going to try my best to fix this for the next one. It is lunch break time, so it is time to do our next spinning of the wheel. Let's spin, see what we get. Design kitchen mural. So I am doing a mural in my kitchen. We have an ice cream diner theme, so I kind of want to do this cool mural with just like random black and white images of different diner ice cream desserts. So I saw inspiration on Pinterest, which I cannot find again, and I'm just gonna go off my memory and kind of design it in Canva to then project onto my wall to trace over with paint. It's something I'm going to be doing during my Christmas break, so it's not going to be happening right away, but it is something I need to get designed, so we are going to work on that today. So I start by selecting all of the different desserts that I want to include in my mural, and then I go about organizing them into a group, and then I'm able to use that grouping to cover the entire space. Then I use some of the individual images to kind of fill in those spaces in order to create the entire mural. I was able to get the kitchen mural design done actually during a small break. It only took me about 15 minutes to do. And so now we are going to spin the wheel again. Oh, it says shave the dog. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. It's too cold. And it's snowing. Another Christmas tree. It hates me. I think these results hate me. Okay, I guess I'm doing another Christmas tree, knocking off my list. This will be number 3 of hopefully just 6 that we are going to do this week. All right, it is the next day and I finish up this Christmas tree silverware holder. I still have to do all the ends, but I'm gonna do all those at the end. And now we are on to our next task roulette item. We have 1 hour, so let's try to pick something. Hopefully that's not too bad. Let's see here. Why does it hate me? Another crochet Christmas tree. Like, another one. Another one. Like, I'm so tired of these Christmas trees. But fine, we shall do it. We shall get it done. I was able to get one Christmas tree done in about an hour. So I've actually started up this process pretty significantly now that I got the pattern down. So 4 out of 6 Christmas trees are done. Today is day 5, I believe, of our roulette task challenge. So we are going to spin the wheel again today. Organize the craft drawer. Okay, I'll do that during my lunch break today. So hopefully we can get some of that stuff organized and together. This is the craft area in question, and today I have to organize it and put it all together. Okay, so drawer number 1 was cleared out. We got most of it moved over into categories. It was mostly paints and Cricut materials, so I'm going to try and organize the Cricut materials and place them back in, especially the ones that are opened already. There's a few that have been unopened. I haven't used it as much as I would like, but I think all the Cricut stuff should go in here because I probably used that and the paint most out of the entire craft cabinet that I've got going on. These drawers are really hard to open besides the top one, so I want to put everything that I use frequently in the top drawer. Editing Caitlin here. I did film the rest of me organizing the dresser drawers for my craft chests, but honestly it just looked exactly the same. So just know that I did do the other 2 drawers and that it is all organized, but I just didn't want to show you the same thing over and over and over again. So trust that I did it and that it is organized for now. Today is a new day. It is day 6 of our Task Roulette challenge, and I spun the wheel this morning. I cheated a little bit and spun 3 times. I just wanted to see what my day was going to look like because I have limited time today, so I wanted to see how I could squeeze these items in. When I spun the wheel, I got to install the coffee shelf, which I've been meaning to do, and I got Design Daniel's t-shirt for his Christmas present, as well as cutting out the girls' pants pattern. So we're going to get that done today, hopefully. I was able to get 2 mirrored sides cut out, and I will go about putting them together at another time because I do not have time today to sew these together, but I am happy. I'm unsure if these are going to fit well together because I did use a pair of leggings and not a pair of structured pants, which may be a mistake, but it is a size bigger than they are right now, so it should be okay in terms of fit. They should be able to slide them on, and I'm planning on maybe doing some elastic at the bottom in order to cinch it in around their ankles versus having them hang loose. So I'm going to see how I feel about that, but we have the 2 sides cut out and now we are ready to move on. My husband and I were watching SpongeBob with our daughters a few weeks ago when the SpongeBob Meets the Strangler episode came on.
Or that receipt for the phony baloney mustache emporium.
And something just made me laugh so hard when they said the phony baloney mustache emporium, and I thought that would make a good subtle merch for the show, and my husband is a huge fan of SpongeBob. So I decided to make him a t-shirt designed based on that fact. So I utilized some designs that I saw on Cricut for some inspiration, but I wanted a round emblem for the Phony Baloney Mustache Emporium, and then also like a small member notification, so that way we could do a emblem on the front and an emblem on the back of the t-shirt. Today was the last day of the Task Roulette challenge, and I decided that I wasn't going to do it at all because we have the holidays coming up. So it ended up not being a day that I could do that. And so overall, I found this challenge to be pretty fun. It gamified my tasks that I needed to complete, but it didn't really allow me to complete the things in the time frame that I needed to complete them. So I wasn't as interested in finishing it this week just because there were things that I really needed to do, and I really did not want to make another Christmas tree silverware holder today. So that was the thing that it gave me, and I said, nope, not today. So while it made it more fun to do the tasks that I didn't necessarily want to do, it also kind of made me hate the tasks that I had to do because the ones that were repetitive kept coming up on the wheel. So I was like, I don't want to do this one right now. So it was fun. I might do it again in the future, see if it changes my mind with more variable tasks versus needing to do the same things over and over and over again. Let me know how it goes if you try this out, and we will compare our results.